Our spring getaway was hijacked in the worst way.
Oh,
Strong winds,
it's scary out here. I don't know if I would do this again in this weather. What the heck?
All the branches have broken off the trees.
and bone-chilling temperatures.
It's gonna get to a max of 7 today.
And all we had to combat this was our little van with no heating, packed with light jackets and minimal layers because it's spring. And because we're too stubborn to give up when things get hard, we stayed anyway.
We have confirmed leeches.
I'm shaking.
Currently under attack.
And we're determined to find 3 days worth of activities to showcase this tiny, beautiful town in Victoria with a population of 500 people. All while being totally unaware that at the same time, the entire state of Victoria was getting slammed with record-breaking weather.
More than 24,000 properties have been without power, and the State Emergency Service has taken more than 1,000 calls for help, most for fallen trees. The final days of winter making themselves known.
Good morning and welcome back to a brand new series.
It's going well so far.
It's not. It's not at all. This morning has just been back to back to back to back, just not working out.
Well, we are here at the first location, and as usual, it is springtime, so it has been raining off and on today, and it is a four-wheel drive track to get to the first lookout, all covered in rain and mud. We couldn't get there. This road is paved, but the turn off to the four-wheel drive track was all covered in mud. But that's all right. You know how we do here. We're going to move on to the next one. Well, that is 2 for 2. Rubicon Falls is up this road and this road is closed. Not even muddy. Didn't even get a chance to see if the van could go up there. It's just straight up closed to us. We will find a sight to see today. We will find one.
It's like midday and we finally got to our first location to explore today, and the rain has decided to join us.
So we are here in Marysville, Victoria, and we're going to try and explore this area for 3 days. Now, you might know this one from a previous episode we did exploring the Yarra Ranges. You can go back and check that episode out. But we have come right at the start of spring, and it being the start of spring, that means it is sun and rain just slamming these muddy roads. And so far, to kick off our list, 2 of the places we have gone to look at this morning have been completely closed. One of them was completely closed down, and I mean like barred off at the start of the road. And the second one, we thought, you know what? Let's take the van down and have a little look to see what's down there. The track was completely covered in mud. We were lucky to get out of there. So we're off to a little bit of a rough start, but we have finally landed at this cute little picnic area. It does just suck that the rain is continuing to hammer us.
Yeah, because the river is so beautiful. There's even people fishing here with like raincoats on. So we're gonna brave the cold weather. And when I say cold weather, it feels like winter out there. Like the rain feels like it's ice. We're gonna brave the weather and try and get close up and personal with this river. All the rivers in this area are just so beautiful, like running through Marysville. It's like so quaint, and it's one of the reasons why I was like, I need to come back here. Mm-hmm. It's so beautiful. It's just so pretty and little cabin vibes. I love it. Oh my God, the rain.
Well, let's at least get out there and have a look at this picnic area.
We should have brought our raincoats.
Thank you.
A little travel umbrella is going to have to really step it up this weekend.
Rain stopped.
Oh, the rain stopped. We gotta go. We'll see you out there. This is the Vic Oak picnic area, and it is such a cute little day spot to come and have lunch. There's a little spot you can walk over the bridge, and it's so pretty. Over the bridge, there's like a beautiful cliffside as well. It's not like really anything, but I think it's beautiful. A really nice little spot right off the road, right near the Gold Memorial Drive that we just did through those beautiful trees. There are some deep areas in the river where you could do a cold plunge if it wasn't freezing. Maybe Doug wants to do one.
Kind of half do want to do one. I think during this series there is going to be a cold plunge. I need to warm into it. As our first location to dive right in, I don't know, I need to warm into it. If it was summertime, this would be the place to come and have a picnic. It is so quaint and quiet here. And there are so many little areas to access the river.
Yeah.
We're standing by just one of them. But the river forks off. On the other side of the car park, we saw there was another way to enter the river, which is just great for summer.
Yeah.
There's about 15 to 20 parking spots. There's quite a few. There is no toilet facilities here. Park benches, not that many either. So it is more of a bring a picnic blanket, but there is a lot of river face. So it's about bringing a picnic blanket to the edge of the river and just enjoying the sound of the water going by.
Or some camping chairs would be great right on the banks. Like we said, we saw people fishing out of here. I don't know what they're fishing for. I don't know what this river connects to, but it is just such a cute picnic spot. And I'm glad that the rain stopped for a second so we could come out and actually enjoy it.
If you do know what fish are in this river, please put it down there in the comments for us.
Yeah, I think this is the Stevenson River that runs through Marysville. Which, so we went to Stevenson's waterfall. So this is the river that comes from that waterfall.
Cool.
So yeah, if you saw the other Marysville episode, we went to the Stevenson waterfall, which I highly recommend. But this must be the river that comes down from those falls, which is really cool. So you know it's gonna be freezing. I'm going back in the car though. We gotta head off to the next spot and check off our to-do list of exploring Marysville Part 2.
We're back on the road. We also just noticed this is one of those Victorian rivers, and I love these things about these little Victorian rivers. It's got this sand in it, this sediment in it that sparkles like gold. I think it's called fool's gold, but it looks so cool just sitting at the bottom of the riverbed, just sparkling away.
We have made our way to the center of Marysville. There's a few things that we love to do when we come to these small country towns. One is to get a delicious scone with jam and cream, but the other is to get a delicious country pie.
And we have got ourselves some award-winning country pies. And the joke is, whenever we go through to these country towns, is that every country pie store that you go to has got awards in the window. But this one had the official awards in the window, and it had a bloody ton of them.
It had a ton of them.
Unfortunately for 2023, they came in third in the country.
Wow.
So it's still the third best pie you're going to get in Australia.
And what was the price point for these?
A lot. We got 2 pies and a coffee, and it came in at $30.
Oh yeah, I did actually see on the board. It's one of them was $10.
Yeah.
So
they're not cheap for the third best pie in Australia.
These better be damn good because they claim to be gourmet country pie. They look like a standard pie.
I've gotten a beef bruchen. I've gotten the beef bruchen.
Buchani.
I got the beef pie.
And I got a chicken, bacon, and mushroom. Nice. I'm really hoping that the chunks of mushroom in here are really small because I don't like big chunks of mushroom.
Yeah.
But let's check it out. 1, 2, 3.
That was good. This is delicious. This tastes like warm, hearty cooking right here. This is a delicious pie. The crust is nice and crumbly on the top, but it's also super soft underneath. So good. And the gravy is nice and, I don't know, hearty.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
The chunks of mushroom are big, but they are actually delicious.
Bits of actual soft beef that are pulling apart. Really good pie.
Nice big chunks of actual real... You know when the chicken doesn't feel like it's actual cut of chicken breast? It's like just minced up goo. This is like chunks of chicken breast. You're getting flakes in your coffee.
Look at that pull of beef. This is the right call on a rainy day. Absolutely.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like it was just like thawed out and chucked in the oven. Love went into this. If you've been around here for a while, you know that we're not just blowing smoke up your butt, okay? We will tell you if it tastes like it was just, you could get one from the store. This is actually delicious.
Wait, we want to be 100% honest anytime we review something. So that comes to whether we don't like it or whether we do like it. I legit want to go back in and get another pie.
Me too.
I'm not, because I have a mortgage to pay. Pie store.
It's so good.
But I get why they cost that much.
It's so good. The crust has so much flavor too. Usually like the crust is like an afterthought. Like it's like in the way of the filling. But this
is soft and crunchy at the same time and tasty.
But there's flavor in the crust.
Yeah.
The crust is almost my favorite part of this. I would come back.
I would absolutely come back. All right, we're on to the next spot. Cheers.
The last bite. I would come back and I would pay $10 for that pie.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, I would.
I would.
I would.
I hate to say it.
I hate to say it.
But I would.
That ain't no footy pipe. Bless you. Hazards may increase with wind and rain. That's today.
Today's windy and rainy.
Jamie got her first set of real hiking boots for this
Alex,
trip.
you would be so proud. The first thing I did when I got out of the car in Marysville was slip. On some wet grate. I almost busted my butt in my brand new hiking boots that say they have all these maximum grip.
They literally say high tech on them.
$150 down the drain.
One straight grate.
But they're still better than my Kmart shoes, okay?
Oh yeah, absolutely. By the way, we are somewhere called the Wilks Creek Trail. Pretty much in Marysville, like a minute outside of Marysville. It is such a Australian feeling walk, because what I mean by that is there are eucalyptus trees all around us, and we're surrounded by all these wattle trees as well, which is the Olympics have been on while we're filming this, and the reason that the Australians wear green and gold, even though our flag is white, blue and red like every other flag, is because of the wattle tree, and they're in bloom right now. So as we're walking through this walk, we're surrounded by eucalyptus trees and wattle trees everywhere we go. It's feeling very patriotic right now.
It's a perfect location for us to come and walk off our gourmet pies.
Gourmet.
$30.
Gourmet.
Oh God, what was that? Watch out, that's mud.
That is mud, but don't worry, we aren't going to be slipping.
Why?
That only happens on steel grates. I think at this point of the walk, we're going to wrap it up because it is starting to rain again and the wind in these trees is starting to sway them from side to side. It's starting to freak us out a little bit. But this is a nice little walk. We were doing it just to burn off some of those awesome pies that we got. But it feels like this walk could, I think the loop said it went for about 2 hours, and it is called Wilks Creek Track, which means I do assume there's a pretty awesome looking creek at the end of it. So if you wanted to come here, turn this into a full-on hike, you could definitely do that. But for us just to walk off a couple of pies, it's absolutely done the job. It is a stunning little walk.
I'm not staying out here and getting hit by a tree branch though, so it's time to go. We do have a couple of more things on our to-do list for today, but I can't lie, I can't wait to snuggle up in the van tonight and be warm in my sleeping bag. I am very much waiting for that moment. And maybe a s'more if the rain will allow it. And this is why we wanted to bail from the walk. Check this out. We've just arrived at the next spot and the shelf in the kitchen has come down.
That was a bumpy one. However, not too bad for two-wheel drives on a wet day, just bumpy.
Hopefully these views are worth it.
I just had a little sneak peek at the lookout. It's
Really?
pretty, yeah.
You looked?
I had a sneak peek as I came around.
Doug! Hopefully the shelf's not broken.
No, it just bounced off.
These are the constant little things that we deal with because everything in the van comes apart because it's a part-time work van. So, you know, things aren't permanent in here. So when we hit a bump that's big enough, things just bump out of place. You know, it gives the van a little character.
We have made it to Keppel Lookout. The drive is bloody bumpy, but you can do it in a two-wheel drive in the rain. We just did it. Car park, nice and big. You could probably fit about 10 cars in here. That would be crowded, but you could fit 10 cars in here. And as for the walk to the lookout,
it's just down this path right here behind us.
very accessible.
I'm excited. The sun has come out at the perfect time. It was just spitting rain. This is going to be one of those series where it's like sunny in one shot and the next shot it's raining. I don't know what to wear. I didn't pack properly. I'm freezing. Let's go see these views. Doug got a sneak peek. I haven't seen anything, so I don't know what to expect, but oh, it's an actual like platform. I thought it was just going to be like it ends here and look out.
No. So you could walk to Stevenson Falls from here.
Right. Look at those mountain ranges.
Wow, this is stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning.
Wow.
everyone's left because it started raining, but now the sun's come out and we have this all to ourselves. It is beautiful.
You know that usually we would put the drone up for you, but in this wind, if we put the drone up, we are never getting it back. So, camera's gonna have to come instead.
It's so windy, I don't want to lose my hat.
This is an epic lookout. The way that they've got this thing set up over the rock formation, and then the way that it looks out over the mountain ranges here with these sharp, jagged edges. It does look like something out of a fairy tale. You know what I mean? With these sharp, jagged rock formations sticking out of it. It's crazy to think that we're in Victoria right now.
Yeah, you don't often see like many like jagged mountains. It's more like round mounds, which are beautiful as well, but
and the fact that anybody can get here. You know, you can come right out of the car park. It's completely flat gravel all the way to this nice metal walkway. Anyone can come and enjoy this view. This is a great lookout. Didn't expect this one.
Oh, it's so cold up here though. And we just saw a sign that said that you can walk all the way up here from Stevenson Falls. That's the other waterfall in Marysville that we went to in the other video, Yarra Ranges. Go check it out. Subscribe, all those things. Hit the like button, you know. Like and subscribe, you know.
But yeah,
the sun. Oh, it feels so nice.
Nice.
Oh, that feels so nice.
Spring. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds
30
on.
seconds of spring. Enjoy it. A moment of silence for spring.
Now I can do a cold plunge.
Someone has taken the honor of updating this sign. It says they've added a 5 in front of the 0.3, and it says it feels like 15. So I think I believe the person who wrote this, because obviously they were passionate enough to go and get a Sharpie and write on this sign. So there you have it.
We're on the way to the campsite for tonight, and this is the second or the third lookout that we have seen on the road on the way there. It's pretty cool. It gives us this awesome feeling about where we're going to be camping tonight, because it is at the top of this road. And seeing all these lookouts on the way there makes me think we're in for a treat when we get there. Hello. How are you? We read on Google that there was camping for the night. Down past the gate. Okay, that gate right there. That one that we just turned up. Okay, too easy. Thank you. So we came up to the Alpine Resort. We checked on Google and we checked on Wikicamps Australia. They said you could camp here all year round, 24/7, no worries. Technically, we're in the winter season, and you cannot camp here in the winter season. So we'll have to find somewhere else to camp tonight.
It's so annoying because spring is in literally like 40 hours.
Oh, really? Oh, God. Now, they did say you can camp just outside of the gate, but this looks like just a road.
Well, it's that big clearing.
Oh, so here you can camp.
Yeah.
Right.
It is the ultimate fail day. Nothing has worked out today, and we are bailing on that campsite. So the girl at the gate laughed because she was like, because it's winter, you can't camp behind the gates where it's like a flat gravel like car park, and it had toilets and showers and like all that kind of stuff, because it's technically winter still, but it's literally the last day of winter. Tomorrow we could camp there for free. So she was laughing when she said it to us. She was like, yeah, since it's technically winter, you can't. And I mean, she's just doing her job. So
Oh, yes.
there's nothing we can do about it. So we're bailing on that. So
Now, she did say you can camp just outside of the holiday park, and there was a flat extra car park there. A lot of these ski resorts do have extra car parks just outside of them. She did say we could camp there for the night. We pulled up, had a look at it. There was a lot of big trees overhead, and as you all have seen today, it's been very stormy, very overcast, and we've seen a lot of deadfall trees today, a lot. So we're bailing on wild camping tonight. We're gonna find somewhere safer. Right, we have ended up at the Marysville Holiday Park. The weather was turning bad. It's classically sunny right now, but still raining. The wind has died down, which is nice. Hopefully it stays nice and calm so we can get some s'mores going and a campfire going. Luckily enough, it is not that busy of a weekend. It is Friday right now, but it's not that busy of a weekend. So we were very lucky to get the best unpowered site there is on this caravan park. Why? Because it's all the way down the back, very secluded from the other sites. If you do come to the Marysville Holiday Park and you are happy with an unpowered site, ask for site number 11. It's a nice big clearing, very alone, and you get the river right there. Just have a look at this, right? For instance, that's the back of the van. I'm under the back of the van because it's raining right now. There's the river. You couldn't get closer to the river. It's beautiful. We're gonna give you a full tour of this place, but we might do that in the morning when the rain dies down. Maybe this afternoon if the rain dies down. But right now, we're gonna settle in, try and get dry, and wait, there's gonna be a tour coming very soon. How are you feeling about this spot instead of up a mountain?
I'm so glad that we were able to get a spot here. I wouldn't mind if we spent the whole weekend in the center of Marysville, to be honest. This is a gorgeous little spot. I wish this spot was deep enough for a cold plunge though, but it is still beautiful. We have some time to kill before dinner, and it's still on and off raining out there, so we're bunkered in the van. And if you've been around here for a while, I know we don't show a ton of us in the van hanging out, but one of the things that we always found really annoying is that like all of the things that make our camper van a camper van are on that side of the van. So when we're filming like this, you can't really, sometimes it feels like we're just sitting in Doug's work van.
Yeah.
And so we always wanted this to feel like something, to
Visually
feel like
interesting.
Visually interesting, a little homey, a touch of camper van vibes. And I don't think you can see it, but we've actually added on some canvas onto this backboard. So there's two little canvases on here, and we're going to start filling them up with photos of our adventures using something that makes me feel like I'm back in the 90s.
This is a 2018 HP Sprocket. It essentially turns your smartphone into a Polaroid camera. I got it for my mum for her birthday back in 2018, thinking that she would love it. What mum doesn't love photos? And she loved the idea of it. Never used it, put it away in the back printer drawer, hasn't touched it since she unboxed it and said she loved it. So I figured, why let it go to waste? Let's use it on this photo board that we're going to use. You can take any photo from your phone, print it out on site, and the back of it is sticky notes. It's completely inkless. So it's a very handy, like, grab and go wherever you are. So Jamie and I have been talking about this, and we're going to start carrying this around in the van, not just for our back photo board to try and liven it up, but if we meet any of you guys while we're out on the road, we will be able to take photos together and share the memories together. Something that you guys can take home.
You know, one day we are planning to do a meetup. We've put some little feelers out there, and look, we're trying to get an idea of like what areas most of you live in that would be like the most efficient areas in Victoria where like people could gather. But I feel like everyone lives everywhere. So we might have to do like a meetup tour where we like go to different pockets of Melbourne and just do little like a picnic or something with you guys. Even if it's just like a couple of us just hanging out for a few hours in the afternoon. I think that would be really fun. And we'll bring our sprocket and we will print out some photos for all of us to take home.
It's going to be great. Right, let's test it out and chuck on a photo.
At the lookout that we went to today, I took a selfie and Doug's in the back of it. We didn't take any selfies together today, so I'm gonna print out that one. I got it. It's just this. It's just you in the background. It's us doing our vlogging thing.
Because yeah, this does feel very dead space. You know, like there's only so much room in this van to put the camera to film both of us, and all the fun stuff happens over here.
This is an actual camper van that someone lives in. Okay. Don't mind our dodgy lighting system.
Whatever gets the job done.
But this feels like a camper van, okay? This is a camper van that someone lives in. And then this is just a blank wall. So this is what the boards look like. You can't really see them when the camera's over there, but that's what they look like. And we're going to cover them with photos. Let's go. By the way, guys, this is not sponsored by HP or Sprocket or anyone, but I mean,
I don't think they even make.
Yeah, they discontinued them, unfortunately. Like, I love them. So we went to see if they had like a 2024 Sprocket, but they're discontinued. This is not sponsored. This is just a fun activity that we're doing in the rain, okay?
It's a dead technology.
Although you can still buy them on Amazon. So if you want to go look on Amazon. What about this angry little
But that hasn't got any color.
lightning bolt?
What color?
Yeah, but I can do more than one. There's a sad rain cloud. Let's do him.
Okay.
Aww. This is the final thing, guys. It's so cute! I fucking love it.
Now the van looks sick.
We're all sprocketed up!
I love that you can just print it on the go.
I know. So where we want to put it? Like that? Or we want to like line them nicely, like...
No, you want them to be all over the place.
You do? Like
Yeah, you want them to
this?
be like that, yeah. Like,
Because these ones can be removed as
Exactly.
well. So these are Velcroed on there. I'll leave it because... But anyway, so when we fill one up, we can replace it with another one. So it's really cool. I'm really excited about this idea.
it gives the van so much more something.
Yeah.
Color.
And for us to look at as well. Like,
Yeah.
oh, remember that? Oh, remember that? Okay. And like everything in our van has to be removable, so... Oh my god. The first sprocket! I love it. I know it's just one, so it's like nothing, but...
Yeah, but it's gonna grow.
Yeah, okay,
It's gonna
so
build.
another day, another sprocket. I'm addicted. I found my new hobby.
Sprocket boards. Aww, Topeka. This is one of our first dates ever.
I mean, we had been dating for a little bit, but it was like one of our first like road trip, day trips.
Yeah.
Like it was one of our first adventures together.
Yeah. And you added little love hearts and a koala bear.
And that koala, this koala's name was Topeka, and she's obviously living her best life.
Big old grin on her face.
Now you put it on.
Whoa.
Getting adventurous. I am obsessed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Fill the whole van with sprockets. Sprockets for everyone. Oh wait, I gotta turn it off. Good night, Sprocket. See you tomorrow. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. We're still at the Marysville Holiday Park. It's hard to tell whether or not the weather has picked up because we are in a little bit of a, what do they call this? A cul-de-sac? I don't know. The wind is still moving the trees up ahead. It rained all night, so I cannot wait to see the tracks for the walking trails that we are going to visit today. Who knows how the tracks on the lookouts are going to be today? We're just going to have to take this day site by site and see how it goes. It was a windy night up at an Alpine Resort. We'll see how a little two-wheel drive goes. As for the sleep, we slept like absolute babies here. This caravan park, this holiday park is absolutely beautiful. I think what we are going to do is pack up the site and then we might just go for a wander and give you a tour of the place.
Good morning, good morning. It is a chilly Sunday morning in Marysville, and we are running late this morning. We had a bit of a sleep in. We may have hit the snooze button for an hour, and now we are going to wash our pot in the camp kitchen while we have access to it. Then we are getting on the road. Take off our to-do list of adventures. It is so cold. Honestly, I did not bring my big puffy jacket because I was not expecting winter weather. It is winter weather. And maybe that's silly of me because like we're right near the Alpine Resort region. I'm not prepared. I can't feel my hands. I can't feel my hands. So let's make the most of this. They just built a brand new camp kitchen and it is so nice here. And there's so many ducks. It's right on the river. It's so pretty. It's really nice.
It is. I just cleaned our dishes from last night. Really easy to use, clean,
Yeah.
beautiful, big in there
It's
as
so
well.
big.
Big camp kitchen. Sorry, go on.
No, I've never seen a camp kitchen like, it's huge, it's big, it's pretty.
And in this building over here, we'll show you in a second. In this building over here, there is an outdoor fire pit area over cover. So that building there
Oh, I
has
thought
got
that
a
was-
fire pit on each side
Right.
with tables around the outside. So you can sit in there with the fires on and stay warm and still be near the river.
I thought that was the camp kitchen.
So did I. Yeah. But now it's just two big fireplaces. It's like a Viking hut. It's cool.
Cool.
Sinks, microwave, toasters, ready to go. Hot water, ready to wash up. Kettles, cooking 1, cooking 2, microwaves, 2 big fridges, and then plenty of room to sit and eat if the weather is just atrocious. And great acoustics if you want to have a karaoke.
Oh, I'm sitting on my bed.
I'm a buckle bunny.
Now this is kitchen goals. This is the size I want our kitchen to be.
A camp kitchen for
Yeah.
30 people.
This is the kitchen for me.
You don't cook.
What do you mean? So whose food have you been eating all these years? I'm sorry? Whose food have you been? No. Guess who's going hungry tonight?
1 minute camp tour because we are running late. This is the Marysville Holiday Park and I bloody love it. There is an awesome river going all the way through it. We showed you guys the map, so do ask for one of those riverside spots. It has cabins, powered sites and unpowered sites, but what is so great about this place is the amenities. There are fire pits absolutely everywhere. There's a playground for the kids. There's an outdoor barbecue pit. There are indoor barbecue pits, bathrooms all over the place, and the place just feels nice and quiet. You know those big caravan parks where it's just site after site after site, site after site after site? It's just rows of sites. You feel like you're on a chessboard of sites. This doesn't feel like that. The layout of the place sort of flows through it and follows the river. So they're all side by side, but not gridded up within each other. And I really appreciate that. It does make the campsite feel busy, but not overly crowded. Overall, I love this spot. I can't wait to come back here one day and just have a nice, quiet weekend with Jamie.
Now this is how you do Marysville on a budget. Throughout Marysville, you'll see little like cutouts of animals like geese or a little cockatoo, and they're like doing activities. So in front of the grocery store, there's a little cockatoo that's like pushing a grocery cart. In front of the pub, there's like cutouts of these geese that are like holding the kegs. It's so cute, it's so quaint, I love it. I'm moving to Marysville.
In front of the pie store, there was a koala riding a bike.
In front of the pie store, there was a koala, apparently. I didn't see it, so I don't know if it's real,
We're
but
gonna have to go back and check.
I guess we have to go back to the pie shop because I'm definitely going back to the pie shop before we leave. Doug doesn't believe me, but we're going back. We're getting $20 pies. We're going back. Say goodbye to the mortgage. We're going back to get pies. This series was supposed to be like a spring vibe series. We are on the first day of spring today. It feels like winter. We did not pack the right clothes for this weather, so it's killing my mood a little bit, I won't lie.
One of those things about when you're filming in spring is, which spring are you going to get? Summer spring? Nice weather spring? Or winter's still clinging on for dear life spring? That's the one that we got. Either way, we're still going to make the best of day 2 in Marysville. So if you want to see how that goes, tackling the wet tracks and the stormy night that we had before, make sure to subscribe to check that one out. But let us know down there in the comments, out of all the places that we went to today, which one was your favorite? Would you try and sleep in that car park with all the big trees overhead swinging in the wind? Or would you just pull the pin like we did and head back down the mountain to a nice caravan park?
For me, it's like, I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'd rather have a safe place to sleep. And like, I feel like if we did stay in that windy, high tree car park, I would not have gotten a good night's sleep. So you can't put a price on good sleep, okay? That's what I'm learning in my 30s. A good night's sleep is, I would pay double what we paid. And we didn't pay that much.
It was $35. It was absolutely beautiful. Just think, for the price of 3 pies, you get a good night's sleep. And to me, that's totally worth it, especially when the next day is about tackling wet 4-wheel drive tracks in a 2-wheel drive car.
Yeah, that's what we're in for day 2 of Marysville. Everything's going to be wet. We thought yesterday was bad. Today is a whole new story. But I will say, if you've watched the Great Alpine Road series that we did, we paid like $9 for those pies that we had, and they weren't even cooked fully through. But these ones were way better, but the price was not way better.
I didn't know it cost $3 extra to cook a pie all the way through. Anyway, let's get out of here.
You have coffee on your nose again. Good. Every day he has coffee on his nose. So if you ever see anything on Doug's nose, it's coffee.
The coffee lid gets coffee on it, and then when I drink it touches my nose, and then
But mine doesn't touch my nose?
I have a bigger nose than you. You got a tiny little nose.
No, I don't. Anyway.
So yeah, we thought that was the most we would ever pay for a pie, but we were wrong. And Marysville has taught us that.
Yep.
But I will say, I woke up thinking about those pies. I'm not joking. They are some of the best pies I've ever had. Ever had. And I'm getting another one. I really want to get one today and tomorrow.
What are you, Rockefeller? Where did you...
Listen,
$10 a
I got
pie.
some savings for pies. I got my pie savings. No, yours was $11. So we went back and looked at the prices, guys. His pie was $11.50.
Guys, please hit that like button to help grow this channel. Hitting the like button is a free way that you can support the channel. It helps it grow, and that way we get more ad revenue.
Wait,
Coffee.
how did that happen?
I don't know. And then if we get more ad revenue, we can afford more pies. So if you want to just help the channel for free, hitting
Hit
that
the
like button, every like gets us a pie.
Watching the videos to the end. So if you are at this part of the video, you are OG. We appreciate you. The people that get to the end of the video, like, leave a pie emoji in the comments, okay?
Yes, if you're here now.
If you're here now watching this very moment of the video, leave a pie emoji or...
A P in the comment section for a pie.
All right. Anyway, we need to get on the road. Like I said, we are running behind on day 2. So we're going to go try and tackle these wet roads and stay safe tonight. So thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing, and we hope to see you tuning in to another video soon, especially part 2. But if you don't want to wait a whole week to see our faces on your screen, we have so many playlists. So go watch another video. Help us out. Be a good friend.
Yes.
The Great Alpine Road series.
Maryville
Murray
Road Trip
River.
series.
We did a canoe trip.
3 days in Dalesford.
Yep. We did 3 days in Mornington. That was fun.
That was fun. Went on a rope bridge, scared Jamie. That was good. She liked that.
We did go the cruise. The cruise
We
series.
went on a
The
whole
cruise videos
cruise.
aren't our favorites.
They're not very good.
But they're informative. All right. Why are you still watching? Go leave a comment and go to the next video. All right. Have a good night.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.